I'm Carol Andrews for another episode of Southwest TV News. Here are some of the stories coming up on today's show. As of June the 27th, a number of changes will take effect for Saskatchewan drivers, all in the name of traffic safety. The spotlight is shining brightly on Swift Current's Midnight Roses. The four-member folk and bluegrass ensemble are now in the top 10 of CBC's Searchlight contest, the hunt for Canada's Best New Artist. This work site in Swift Current's North End has been a hub of activity over the past several months, as crews strive to meet the deadline of the opening of Ecole, Centennial, and All Saints Catholic schools in September. Thanks for joining us here today. Ensuring everyone arrives home safely is the mandate of a series of new traffic law changes in the province. We have more in today's top story. As of June the 27th, a number of changes will take effect for Saskatchewan drivers, all in the name of traffic safety. Instead of the current 30-day license suspension, new drivers caught driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol will face a 60-day license suspension and will have their vehicles seized for 3 days. This is just for the first offense, as penalties will increase based on the number of offenses. Meanwhile, experienced drivers will also face longer license suspensions and vehicle seizures. And changes are also being introduced for ignition interlock devices.
It is a program that currently exists in the province, but right now it's a voluntary program. It's user pay, which means the driver is responsible for the cost. The new law will actually make it mandatory. So convicted impaired drivers, those are people with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or higher, they will be required to install the ignition interlock device on their vehicle for a minimum 9 months on a first offense, and then up to 5 years for subsequent offenses. Just to give you an idea, it's $150 to have the ignition interlock device installed on your vehicle. There's a $30 admin fee on top of that, and then it's a $105 monitoring fee every month that you have that device on the vehicle.
If you have a cell phone and choose to use it while driving, be fair warned. Fines are set to increase in this area as well.
That's right, yeah. Actually, distracted driving, it's the top contributing factor to fatal collisions in the province. So beginning June 27th again, if you are caught using your cell phone for driving for the second time within 1 year, your vehicle will be seized for up to 7 days.
The new enhanced traffic laws for Saskatchewan are meant to keep everyone safe on the roadways and make you think twice before getting behind the wheel. The full list of traffic law changes are available online. Swift Current's own Midnight Roses are asking for your support in an online music contest. We have more in this report. The spotlight is shining brightly on Swift Current's Midnight Roses. The four-member folk and bluegrass ensemble won the Rising Star Award at the recent SCMAs and are now in the top 10 of CBC's Searchlight contest, the hunt for Canada's Best New Artist. An accomplishment which has taken the band by a pleasant surprise.
In the beginning, I believe over 4,500 acts applied and got in, and there's 23 regions across Canada, and so now it's down to 230 in those 23 regions. And we are lucky enough to represent Saskatchewan, one of the 10, to represent Saskatchewan, more importantly, Swift Current, and it's kind of been overwhelming, all of the support just around here.
Comprised of the current ensemble of Swift Current's own Michelle Pajoir, Eliza Doyle, Paula McGuigan, and Liza Holder of Big River, the group has been together for close to 2 years. And as the Midnight Roses have also enjoyed winning the title of the next big thing in 2012. And as the Midnight Roses work on new material for their next CD while balancing schedules with their day jobs, a win in CBC's Searchlight contest would assist the band in their musical journey.
Well, there's over $20,000 worth of musical equipment that from Yamaha that we could have the opportunity of getting, as well as there's some great opportunities to perform with some great people and work with some industry people as well.
And the support for the Midnight Roses continues to pick up steam through performances such as this mini concert at the Southwest TV News studio. This Southwest group has a special message to their fans.
Just thank you so much for all the support. It's absolutely amazing that a group like us that's relatively unknown can have such a great chance because of our fans and our supporters. So thank you.
Cast your vote for the Midnight Roses today and help them make their dreams a reality. You can do so by logging on to the CBC Searchlight website. "2014 is Swift Current's Centennial year, and along with marking that milestone are the construction of 2 new schools. We bring you the update on that project in this report. This work site in Swift Current's North End has been a hub of activity over the past several months, as crews strive to meet the deadline of the opening of Ecole, Centennial, and All Saints Catholic schools in September. According to the Chinook School Division, the project is on time and on budget, with work continuing on all fronts.
Well, there's a lot of work going on the inside. They're finishing things up, and the way it's sort of unique in the way that they chose to do all of the interior finishing. They chose one area at the far northeast and then decided to just work their way around. So the reality is that most of Centennial is actually pretty close to finished, and they're working hard now on a lot of the components within All Saints School. And so the work continues, and it's good. I think as the weather gets better, you'll start to see a lot of work around site development, and we have crews booked to start work on the playgrounds come May. So it's hard to believe that a multi-year project is now down to the last few months. It sure has gone fast.
Chufu further adds that additional work will take place in the coming weeks for roadways, sidewalks, and a drop-off point for students arriving by bus.
We're actually planning to do some work to have both the Catholic and Chinook bus systems unite and become more efficient in how we deliver the students, but it does mean a lot of buses are coming on site at the same time. In addition to that, it's a lot of children, so we plan to have 5 different playground spaces there for the students based on their age level, and having appropriate design that the students actually played quite a role in giving feedback on what types of apparatus they would like.
The new Ecole Centennial School and the adjacent All Saints Catholic School will each have the capacity for 500 students. Both schools are set to open in September, with a grand opening planned for later in the fall. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at mylocaltv.ca. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. We'll leave you now with a closing segment from the Midnight Roses and a reminder to vote for them online in CBC's Searchlight contest. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.